All right, everyone. Hello. Let's hit the ground running. Welcome back. Hey, Kimberly, C-Star, Ori, and Ryan. Welcome all. How are you doing? Ryan, you're off to a birthday party tonight, huh? Their birthday is, it's actually today. Just the party. C-Star, hey Jay, Brian, happy Wednesday. There's Ori, Kimberly. Just stopping in to wish you a great stream, slipping back into lurk mode. Oh, hope we see you when you're done, lurking and working. Where'd we end up the other day? Sorry about yesterday. Yesterday was a weird day, very weird day. As you know, did not end up streaming yesterday, even though that was the original plan. Oh, by the end of the day, when all the fireworks were going off, it was 5 hours of trying to console Lonnie, who was inconsolable, trembling, terrified, and pissing herself over the fireworks, which didn't stop until past 11:30 last night. People in my neighborhood thought it would be awesome to light off heavy-duty fireworks for 5 straight hours. So, that was nice. Not my favorite holiday. It's the day of the year when more animals run away from homes than any other day of the year. So nice not to have 2 pages of quests. We did a lot of cleanup on side quests the other day. Speed Star races pending. Jackass. We had to kill a group of robots in an experiment in 30 seconds without taking any damage. It was the final part of this side quest. Didn't quite pull it off yet. What's up, Reddy? Is this all headphones or just my driver? Most impacting sound keeps coming through right ear. Anyone else? Is the sound skewed? Is the sound mix skewed? It shouldn't be. Anemone has asked for help reclaiming the forest, destroy the enemies at the intended campsite. And then our machine examination with Engels. He wants to chat a bit more. We came into a new area. We just came into this new area. What was it? The flooded zone, was it called? Flooded City. There it is. Flooded City. Missile supply mission. Support the missile supply mission. So if we move forward towards that, that's all new stuff. Now that we've unlocked this terminal, though, we have a pretty good option if we want to just pop over to the forest to camp development. And there may be a few other things near it. We're never going to get through the main quest. All I do is pursue side quests. Still tempting, though. Let's jump to Forest Zone Center and go see what's up over there. They're a little warm up today. C-Star, do you have a lot of fireworks around? I don't know what qualifies as a lot. We have Fort Collins City does fireworks. They do a show over at City Park. Ready, it sounds like it might just, might be yours. And people are allowed to light off little firecrackers. In Colorado, they sell very small firecrackers. Never did type out my hello to you, Kim. I was having my phrase express fail. I did fix that. Raven, an Earth-loving android, gave it all during a pointless battle. Aren't most of them pointless, though? Really? Why did my controller die? Maybe... got spare batteries. It would seem I didn't charge it. Should have been charged, though. I charged it after the last stream. Peculiar. Let's try that again. You like those batteries? Yeah? You like them? Be glad for that, Ryan. Also, no fireworks in Ireland yesterday. One of my dogs minds and one doesn't mind. The one who minds really minds. I didn't find that she had peed all over a yoga mat in the other room. I didn't find that till this morning. Did they, on Halloween, they light some fireworks off? Wow, that's a lot of animals. We can have a race. Go Swiss Family Robinson really quick. Go up to here. If we change the camera, you want to work with me here? Here's our route. We're gonna come around and in. We get to here and then head straight for that zone. Sabika! Hi Jay and everyone. Hello! Hello, Sabika. Hope you're well today. How are ya? So you hate the noise of all small and large fireworks.
Loyal knights, give your lives for the king of our forest.
Or the king of our forest. For the king of our forest. I'm doing much better today, Simpika. Yesterday was, yes, I'm doing much better today. Thank you. And you're doing good? Glad to hear that. So I'd like to make some good progress in the story today, main story today, whatever that means for us. But I almost went to do this at the end of the other stream before we went into the new area.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Yeah, Ryan, thank you. Thank you for the host. Let's hear it. Troops, assemble. What, no snarky, for the king of our forest? Lock onto. Whoa! Where'd you come from? Kids over! Kids, thank you for the host. Hold on. Hold on. Where did this guy come from? Get him! Yes, a lot of different attacks. Guess that's who we were looking for. Ryan, took your dog to the park today. She's limping now. Just running too much. Are you sure? Did you check her paws out? Paws okay? Looks like that's the last of them. Good work. Resistance should be able to set up camp now. Right, let's head back and give them the good news. See what's up around the corner while we're here. There was the mini-map showed a marker. Yeah, this one. Can't be far. Like it was right around the corner on the mini-map, and then it moved. We've actually been here before. It looks like we're inside a shopping mall. Ryan, you checked your pause. Same thing happened last time. 3 straight hours of running, pretty much. Maybe that's all it is. How old is she? Could it be like a little bit of arthritis, or?
That's a strange flower.
Analysis. It is a plant known as a lunar tear.
A lunar tear.
Huh? When did you get here?
So this flower is called a lunar tear. Seeing that dredges up all kinds of memories. Some of them are a bit strange, honestly. Like the one where I'm being attacked by a giant boar over and over again? Or another where I keep trying out new parts every time my body is damaged.
Sounds rough.
Something about this flower fills me with an emotion I don't really understand. It's like something's pushing down on my chest really hard. So, do you mind if I ask you a favor? If you find lunar tears growing anywhere else, would you let me know? I want to try and figure out what this feeling is all about. What do you say?
Definitely. There's at least one at the amusement park. Maybe more than one at the amusement park.
Aw, thanks. If you find another lunar tear, just let me know on this frequency, all right? I'm counting on you.
Emil's memories. It increasingly seems that the machines, the so-called machines separate from the androids, the Yorha androids, of course we could also call machines, but it seems that the so-called machines are increasingly expressing emotions, not just a little bit, not just a fluke, not just an imitation. They actually seem to be expressing degrees of sentience, understanding, and some very familiar emotions. Interesting to see where that goes. We've already seen indications that Yorha Command is deceiving us. Deceiving us into what? Well, we've been going after betrayers, people who stole. Turns out they didn't steal, so why were we sent to go after them? Why indeed? We're supposed to make war with the machines, but so many of the machines don't want to fight. Okay, these do. Protect our king!
Loyal knights, give your lives for the king of our forest.
Level! Something pushing down on your chest? Something from the previous NieR, perhaps? Ah, you tease, you tease. I know there was a previous game, but I know all of nothing about it. Hey, do you want to adjust my combat style? Somewhere in here is another flower. And another and another. I'd like to run around and find them if there's only 4 of them. Of course, one sidetrack side quest leads to another, it seems to be. But we'll pop back to the resistance camp to turn in, maybe after we've jumped around to do these. Maybe you'll play it sometime, Jay, but it's no platinum game, that's for sure. How would, forgetting plot, just mechanically, how would you describe the first one compared to this? What is the game like to play?
Don't let up. Intruders detected. Loyal knights, give your lives for the king of our forest. For the king of our forest.
Whoa, that didn't quite work. So I have some program chips, or I have some pod chips in now that heal me when enemies die. We haven't had a lot of time in combat since setting up some new chips. Let's take a look at them just for a reminder, and we want to buy more space. Remember, we had to spend 200,000 gold for science the other day, which is why we don't have lots of room for chips now. Same director, different crew. Mechanically, it's not too different, but obviously made by people who didn't have the same chops as Platinum. So it was still fast-paced combat, fast-paced hack and slash. Was it also a mix of different gameplay styles? Ryan, you gotta go get ready. See you all. Have fun at the party. If you're still there, Ryan, have fun. You missed the science C-Star. What did you get? Something good. Well, not really. What did we get? We got... we had a pink ribbon and a blue ribbon from the big sister and little sister. We purchased for 20,000 after investing 40 and then 40 and then 100. So we had spent 180,000. Then we had to pay 20,000 for this alien mask. That's what we got for 200,000 gold instead of something... functional, yeah! Hey, Dr. Tosh, good to see you. Good to see you always. Glad you could pop in. Getting in a quick sub-spam. Well, big entropic cheers to you, Dr. Tosh. So yeah, we got the alien mask. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Now maybe we'll be able to wear it to some effect somewhere, but for now, I'd rather wear a pretty blue bow, even a pretty pink ribbon. So there's that. There's also a tower. So here's what happened. If you missed it, we invested all this money in a half-wit inventor, scientist at the machine camp, Pascal's machine village, and he built a launch tower. Apparently, he wanted to send a craft to the moon. Keep in mind, humans escaped to the moon thousands of years ago. He wanted to send a craft to the moon, but he failed. So he built this launch tower, he launched his craft, it did not make it to the moon. What happened with his failed launch? Well, it accidentally went to Mars. Kind of missed the moon. Accidentally went to Mars. So that's where the alien mask came from. He's now offering to sell us what he has returned. Hey, Ori! I think we just found Ori. Ori Ganel. Ori saw a machine full of love on dry sand. Here, Ori, you want to come along for a few? Jay paid the scientist so the rest of us don't have to. Oh, hell, I was eager to pay the scientist. I just had to know what all that was about. You couldn't stop me. Remember, we're looking for a lonely flower, one of those lunar tears. Maybe it's, it could be up top. It could be up on some rocks.
Yeah.
Just guessing, but it seems plausible. Question is, can we actually get up here? I'm not ready to give up on this rock yet. Just have a sneaking suspicion it's up there. Death to the metal ones. He lives. He lives. S7 is no more. Long live S7. What's up, man? Thought I saw a little trace. A trace of the return of S7. Well, alright, maybe we can't go up there. Maybe we can't, but it seemed not just possible, but even more possible once we caught a lip of the rock. If I can go up this high, it seemed like I might get even further. But we're not getting up there. Look at it this way. He might have missed the moon, but he still landed on something that started with an M. I guess that counts for something. Alright, I don't want to fail to find this flower. It's just a flower. You can't beat me, flower. And yet, I can't help but think it's a bit of a jumping puzzle to find this flower since it's not obvious and sitting on the ground. Sure, why not? Hold on. If we're gonna fish,
Commencing fishing.
we're gonna fish, then we need beer. Can't fish without beer. It's a rule.
Report. Fresh.
At least one good reason to fish, even if we're just pulling in these little machines. What? What's going on behind me? Why did something just explode? We're gonna get at least 1,000 gold, if not 2 or
Success.
3. Even for a teeny little fish like that, we're getting like 1,000 gold. So I was all ready to hang out yesterday, celebrate, drink beer all day, all that stuff. Yeah, it didn't work, did it? Didn't happen.
I have detected a signal embedded in the
You
static.
Lord Master, you Lord Master, welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Let's actually go for a couple more. We need to buy, we've got 2 more chip storage upgrades that we can buy for just 8,000 a piece. I think it was 8,000 a piece. We've got some very cool chips. I said I was going to review them and then I didn't. We should. We've got a really nice melee defense chip on right now, a +3. I think we get 30% melee defense. Costs 26 units. I actually disabled a couple of the primary system chips in order to be able to install that without having to buy more room. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Does anybody have thoughts on this flower? Anybody spot the flower? Did I actually run by the flower we're looking for? We're striking out here. All right.
Catch.
What do you mean I caught a fish? I didn't see a bite.
Complete.
I really don't want to spend a lot of time here looking for this flower. I feel like it's on this rock. I don't have a clue how to get up on this rock. There's only a couple little outcrops that we can land on. Most of this rock is an invisible wall. That's as far up the rock as I can get. Yeah, so Seastar, we just found that glowing flower. I think they called it a lunar tear. Emil's memories. He asked you to find more lunar tears somewhere in each region, hoping they might help him understand his feelings. Now, I know where one of these is at the amusement park. I can picture where it is. But our map has these zones indicated now, where presumably we will find the other lunar tears. They're not that big. They're run around the outside of the marked area. No, it could be up there. It could be up there. All good, Procyon. Sorry, I never even got this quest in my run. I want to try and not overdo side questing, or we'll never get to the main quest. There's so much to do. Hey, there it is. There it is, there it is, there it is.
This is a lunar tear, right? We'd better let Emil know.
I should have mapped out the boundaries
There, guy. What's up?
sooner.
We found a lunar tear. It's located at...
Stay right there. I'm coming.
Okay. I hope he doesn't expect me to just stand here all day.
Sorry to keep you.
Ha! Emil is
hey.
fast.
Now that I think about it, this whole area was once...
Are you remembering something?
It's all pretty fuzzy, but I seem to have a memory of caring for this flower a long time ago. But the sand kept expanding, and the flowers gradually wilted. Now that I think about it, that was around the same time I stopped seeing people.
You mean humans?
Thanks a bunch for finding this. Really. Oh, and let me know if you find any more, okay? I'm gonna stay here for a bit.
I like the idea of uncovering more of Emil's memories. You obtained a weapon, a Dragoon Lance. Is it as cool as it sounds? Every weapon has a story and can be upgraded. Cool, classic, looks like a jousting lance or something, symbol of the bond between a lord and an old dragon. I had a dream about the day we met. He was small, he was insignificant, he was weak, yet he hated the world just as I did. For a level 1, I think that's good damage for a level 1. I guess it depends on whether we... Is that under a heavy or a light weapon? It's under spears, so neither. Comparable to other level 1 spears. A little more damage. Okay, the programs. Let me show you what we're using. We're using set type A, which we put together from scratch. Or we might have started with a balanced automatic, but we stripped it all out. Time for a new can opener. Gidzor isn't side questing the joy in a game like this, taking it easy and smelling the roses, or in this case, the lunar tears. Oh, Yeah, it is. Although, and I do want to qualify it, every time a side quest delivers a little bit of lore, yes! Every time a side quest wants us to backtrack through 5 of the same areas we just backtracked through for another side quest, I kind of go, alright, well, I sure hope there's going to be some good lore at the end of this. It kind of, for all the good lore that's in here and the great machine conversations, there's a lot of generic fetch questing, too, in the side quest in this game. Gaming Terry! Terry, how you been? I was wondering what you've been up to. You crossed my mind this morning. Hope things are well. What's going on? Did you, are you rocking a new PC these days? Did that all happen, come together? Are you playing on a new computer? So here's what we've got equipped. We removed some system chips to make room for just a few really expensive chips. Melee defense +6, +6, not +3, +6. 26 units of storage needed. Reduces melee damage taken by 30%. Anti-chain damage +3. We're invincible for 2 seconds after taking damage. And deadly heal +3. Every time we kill an enemy, which in any group, as there's probably going to be adds, even if we're fighting something big, there's going to be small stuff. 30% of our hit points return for every enemy downed. So I've only got these 3 chips in. They're nice. They already feel nice. Terry, you've been moving, getting shopping done for the new house, and you have the computer parts all picked out. Just waiting for the mailing address to be verified before ordering. Right on. Who knows, maybe while you're waiting, maybe some of the parts will go on sale. Save a little bit, too. We've got so many cool chips. Okay, where are some of our cool chips? Evade range. I'd like to get room for that at some point. Increase evade distance by 60%. We've got moving speed increases, but they don't seem too huge. There are ways to fuse chips. We should experiment at some point with fusing chips. The diamond, we learned a little bit. I learned a little bit about the diamond indicator. They're sort of the most efficient of chips. You can have chips that do the same thing but cost different amounts in terms of storage. But if you see the black diamond, it is, for the power of that chip, going to be the most efficient possible in terms of storage. Experience gain. Auto use item, that one's tempting too. Auto healing, if your hit points drops below 30%. So we need to make some room for those. Cool defense chips do we still have? Even though our anti-chain damage +3 is a full 2 seconds of immunity, this one is a lot more efficient. It's still 1 second of immunity. We might, at some point, re-optimize and put that back in. We could increase our max hit points by 15%. Or even by 20% if we had more room for the chips. Lots of cool stuff. How about attack chips? What aren't we using that we've got? Ranged attack +3, nice and optimized. Be good to make room for that. Adds, let's see, shockwave attacks. +2, takes 8 slots, adds a shockwave to weapon attacks. And you can get more storage. Yeah, if we hadn't spent 200,000 gold, we could have gotten most of the storage upgrades already. Charge attack can be boosted to 180% damage. I just wanted to poke around there and look at it. We changed them the other day, and now that we're starting to fight and use them, it's cool to see what they can do. I could already tell that I was getting healed. I was taking damage, but I was bouncing back to full health, and that was things which were dying mid-combat. Why don't we head next for Desert Camp? We gotta get back to an access point. Bye for now, Emil.
We must protect our king and kingdom. We must show our foes that we royal knights of NieR. We must show them.
they're busy assembling their forces for their king. We're moving on. Transport to desert camp. Well, Gizor, interesting point, because a lot depends on whether that's true or not in any given case. I don't see fetch quests as something to do, but merely a bridge to go to the interesting quests, you say. When that works, I agree completely. I'm fine with fetch quests when they're kind of along the way or just even in the same zone, but when the fetch quest seems to be independent outliers, like, too bad you didn't find me before. Yeah, not all fetch quests are created equal. Let's just leave it at that. I'm gonna rambling diatribe incoming. Let's scratch that, reverse it. Woo, what's up? Yeah, that. Jackass is right here, but I don't want to attempt that quite yet. That fight, 30 seconds, take no damage. I don't want to do that, not yet. Let's head out here, and then we cut across. Maybe when we knock out a... We've already knocked out a few levels since we were here. We could try it. I saw machines that believed in the uncertain, looking down on Earth. Chicken doodle soup again. Try this once. We'll come back to it later if it doesn't go well. Pierre, a solitary android, saw old companions at a place fit to die. Peachy, let's get rolling. Whoa, I think we got it. Oh, oh, oh.
Requested mission.
Oh, yeah, with 2 seconds left. All right. And a little help. Woo, one of the first things you saw of this game was someone trying to do this part. Woo, actually, that got my heart going. Because I knew from repeated failures that it could all you have to do is get hit once and it's over. And 30 seconds is not a lot of time to take down a group of at least untouchable to begin with while they were electrified. Although we do have salves. Bloody hell. Bloody, nasty, gut-strewn hell! Do you know what I just discovered? The excitement we feel in battle is caused by a type of pleasure-generating chemical produced in our circuits. Anyway, I think I can localize this substance and turn it into a drug that will help expand our combat abilities. All these advances, and it's all thanks to you! See? I told you science was the best. Anyway, keep an eye out for that drug. Once I get it synthesized, it's all yours. I am most pleased to have that out of the way. Just get me off this menu. See, Star asking Wu about your 4th of July dinner party. Friendlies? Friendly? Not friendly! As we encounter more enemies that we have now out-leveled, one of the things I like about that, besides just
Report.
being OP, is a little fun.
Notification received from access
I
point.
get to enjoy the animations a bit more. Because I feel less... not just less fragile, but I feel less at risk in combat in some situations, so I can kind of just soak it in, do a little button mashing and watch how my character spins, or how she does a little flip if I evade one way versus evade another way. Choose a combat style. Still looking for the one that is labeled less irritating.
Hup.
You really don't want me going up there? It looked like a thing. Bet you the flowers up there. But these are invisible walls, so we're not getting up that way. Well, you grilled a bunch of beef and bison, yeah. Guests behaved themselves, so it went as well as you could hope. Better than some of the alternatives. Gidzor might be a stupid question, but what are you celebrating on the 4th of July? It is the American Independence Day. The Declaration of Independence was presented and ratified on this date, and it was... I hesitate to go here because of the conversations it can kick off that reach forward from the past into the present. But there you go. It was a Declaration of Independence.
Signal embedded in the static.
Decloribus, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. This is celebrating America's Dear John letter to England by blowing shit up. There you go. Well, you got a good way of distilling things sometimes. I ramble on and on about all this stuff, and then sometimes someone else just cuts right through it. All right, we can't just go straight up. Invisible walls. But the flower's in this zone, and it's not hiding. Oh, it is, maybe? What a great place that would have been for the flower. Look at the bigger map. The big trolley map. Wonder where we can even get to. Can we get back here somewhere? Get back near the trader? Or... wow. Why did I pick the trolley side quest that's going to involve a platforming puzzle? Why? Dr. Worm, a dual wielder, saw a machine with dreams at a city consumed by water. There's that bridge up above. We can get to that. TCY, a suffering girl saw a machine living for combat in a vain forest. Why would they be growing on rocks anyways? They'd be growing in what little remains of the soil or a rich patch of sand. Keep looking up. The last one was right on the ground. It was just in a different spot from what it appeared. But if we take this winding path around, doesn't bring us anywhere near it. We get up. Does sort of look like we might be able to. We could get here. Could we somehow get up? Maybe over?
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Jow! Jow! Not sure how to pronounce your name. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Joao. Well, let's see if I can get to approximately that spot, and if that makes any difference. That get us up on top. Place where we can start moving forward. Curran, broken woman fell with grace on ground of steel. This doesn't feel right though, and most of these rocks have invisible walls that prevent us from getting up on top of them anyways. Even here, we can't even get up on that rock. Oh, I agree, Sea-Star. I think sometimes it's done on purpose, so you need to find the way. I agree with that. And those rock bridges are very enticing, but most of the time we can't go up on this stuff. So it's a real mind job. Thinking, maybe we can, maybe. Oh, maybe this time. Look, they let me get up on this rock, so maybe they'll let me get up on... No. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Let's try over here. Get more invisible walls. What looks like it should be so easy to climb up on, they just say nope, 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 nope. More invisible walls. All right, we're gonna skip this flower for now, which means we won't get them all, because we need this one to get them all. We can go to the amusement park. That should be an easy one because I know where it is. It's on the ground. Wouldn't that have been a perfect spot? You know, we never did get our silly little upskirt achievement. No one's been bugging me about it, which is cool though. Maybe it's in some cave as well. Hey, Mytherium, permission to hint. Yes, please. Please hint. Please hint, flower. Flower hint. Yes, please. Hello to you. Check some of the caves. Check some of the caves. Hey, Malice. Ooh, the desert flower. You say check some of the caves. I don't, thank you. Yes, sounds good. I don't know what caves we're talking about. There's a trick jump you can do too. Hey, Trooper. A trick jump. Might be tricky for you to describe a trick jump through Twitch chat. But if you want to give it a shot, give it a shot. So, caves. This is not really a cave. We've just got some rocks cut out. And over this way, there's no caves. So, alright, I'll keep an eye out for caves, but I haven't noticed any caves. There should be some underground caves around the edge of the map. Jump, heavy, jump again. I will try that. Dreamy child was careless in a deserted land. Jump heavy. All right. Try this again. Jump heavy, jump. So we can get an extra boost out of that. Jump heavy, jump. That might be a good jump trick, but it can't really help us here, can it? Besides, jump a little higher and further. You see caves around the edge of the map. Caves around the edge of the map. This map is so wonky. Which edge of the map? Edge, edge. Edge of the zone that is not clearly marked. There's that. It's not really a cave. Yeah, I will just, if we stumble into caves, I will go into caves. Beyond that, from the desert camp, hug the right side wall. So from the desert camp, hug the right side wall. That would bring us up this way. Which seems counterintuitive if our target is over this way. Let's go back to the desert camp. I'm intrigued. Probably don't need to go all the way back, but let's just look through this together. Desert camp, right up ahead. So as we go into the desert, Schlack, cooperative soldier, vowed revenge at a city consumed by nature. Say hug the right side wall, so let's keep an eye out for caves. Along the walls, even though it seems like it's going to take us away from our goal. Maybe it'll go underground and shortcut in that direction. Got a big drop off over here. There's something down here. I don't think it's caves, but once again, curiosity. 100 gold. Maybe there is a cave. There are caves down here. Look at that. Caves. Caves indeed. I don't think I ever would have found that without your help. Thank you. I mean, with a quest marker in one place, no matter how curious I might be and willing to explore away from the marked area, if the marked area is over here, I'm not gonna go looking over here. So, cheers. I wouldn't have done that. Marmar! Marmar, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Alerts firing.
I have detected a signal embedded
There it
in the
is.
static.
Marmar! Welcome aboard. You found this area by mistake your first time through. Now, that would have been more likely. The only way I ever would have found it would be by mistake, wandering into that cave while doing anything but looking for the flower. Malice, there's actually a drop-in here from the center of the map. You just don't remember where it is. When I was looking at the terrain on the map, I didn't say anything, but I caught a glimpse of what looked kind of like a hole on one of the, well, it was a place I couldn't get to anyways. I wouldn't have done a whole lot of good. Stop. Inez always wants to know what we can change about his combat style. The one change we would like to effect is that he stop asking. And that is the one thing that is not an option. Gidzor, I agree. The music in NieR has been, just been wonderful. It has really made the game. Every once in a while, I get into a heavy attack wind-up way too far away from any targets. And it feels silly every time. Memory alloys. Hey, what do you know? We're up on some rocks. Wonder if this is the drop-in you were thinking about. To where that is on the map. I think we need to go back down into the caves. Before I do, can't, or can we? Can we stay up here and? No, robbed. And you know they're not going to let us back in, are they? They're going to invisible wall us. We're going to have to go back to get back in. Garr. That science tower, though. Hey, Bob! What's up? Bob, what have you been up to these past few days? We missed ya. I wasn't here yesterday, though. I shouldn't talk. Hey, trying to get your twin brother? You got a twin brother? Out of your house, back to Tokyo. Good luck, I guess. Is he trying to swap with you? Is he trying to take over your life? Bunch of stuff in there. There's still no flower. Feels like no closer to it. Before the map changes and we go in, see if I can orient myself at all. When we go back into cave, we want to try and go right. Like we want to go straight. Oh, damn, perspective changes. There's no way I'm going to be able to keep track of it with the perspective changes. I think the direction we want to go is kind of the way we're moving right now. Maybe off this way. Oh, we were already here. Crap. I don't want to pop out in the same place we did before. I get to that spot, I'll backtrack instead of jumping out. Well, I hope you get your personal space back soon, Bob. And tell him hi. Tell him hi from a stranger in Colorado. This is probably where we came out first. Confirming that. Yep. All right. We don't want to go down here, and even though we can jump out on a. Kill me here. I want to go one platform over because we were able to, and I know I can't jump to that next one. We've got invisible walls. How about up? No, we can't go up. I had no idea what I was getting us into with this flower quest. There. Were there other tunnels into the cave? There were two entrances that went to the same general area, one on an upper platform, one on a lower platform. The first time I went into the caves, I went lower. Second time I went upper. I ended up in the same place, having taken the upper platform. Eventually ended up in the same place. But I don't think I've fully explored the cave, so we'll be alright. The camera shifting the way it does, I keep losing perspective. That might take us up and out right there. That might get us there. The chest we can open and a chest we can't. An annoying boy who wants us to change his combat style again. Please let us go up here. Yes, please. Ah, this'll do it. I can feel it. Can you feel it? Shit, I don't feel it anymore. I felt so good about that until a few seconds ago. Now? Come on, we were down there. We dropped back off here. We're right where this started, aren't we? Oh! No! I'm pretty sure we were down below. Oh, come on. I think I need to confirm, though. Jump for it! Let's try it. Can't make it all the way up there, but this might leave us on an upper level. After all, it might be okay. There's a piece of loot across on that far rock, suggesting we might be able to jump to it. From there, and we could. We should be able to get right across there. This platform above my head, we should be able to get there from here, but if we get invisible walled, then we're falling down. And nowhere else. All I'm seeing. Okay, here goes nothing. Yes! Oh, man.
It's a lunar tier. I'd better tell Emil.
Oh, Emil will be right here.
Hey there. What's going on?
I found one of those flowers you were looking for. It's over.
Success!
Don't move an inch. I'm coming.
Don't move? I'm actually kind of busy.
Sorry to keep you.
Damn, you're fast.
That's it.
Faster than I am.
I remember now. Back when the aliens first invaded, I fought as hard as I could to save Earth.
You did?
I think I had something I wanted to protect. Something really precious to me. But I don't know what it was. Thank you for finding this. You'll let me know if you find any more, right?
He does.
I'm gonna stay here for a bit.
Bargain day sale. Let's chat with Emil. I want to see. Oh, we can't use Emil the vendor at the moment. Yeah, it works. So turns out the past couple weeks where GameWisp sub-enabled sound effects were not firing, that the reason they were not firing is because my GameWisp token that the bot has had gone bad, but it was still showing a list of subs until the other day when I went to refresh it and it went blank. And then when I went to look at it later, there were 5 unknown subs. Somebody else's subs were showing up in my bot. That's how bad my token went. I don't know what that means for GameWisp, that a generated token could ever match up with a separate account. That's kind of scary in and of itself. But after generating a new token, I was able to refresh and get our list of subs back. Should probably email GameWisp support just to ask them if there's anything they need to be concerned with. It's kind of creepy that a really long authentication token could ever inadvertently access another account. I don't write code, but it seems that should be not just preventable, but important to prevent. Let's do business. Let's sell a few things. Okay, moose meat. Desert rose. Can be exchanged for money. Nice chunk. 2 killifish. Sea-Star sounds like they just swap the tokens when they expire. Yeah, that would not be good. That would not be good. Carp. The 3 oil sardines. Wonderful. Got 2 or 3 more flower locations. At least one of them is going to be easy. We have 2 or 3 left. 2 left. Amusement Park Square. Let's do that one last because I know where that one is. This one is over by our current main quest destination. Maybe we should do that one last. Amusement Park Square. See what's there. See what's there. Warp back to Resistance Camp. Turn in. Move on. So let's go to Attraction Square. Hey, Keep. You bought NieR last night. Right on. Did you start playing already? Not yet? Can't wait to play it on your day off. Excellent. If you do have any issues with, might not be a safe place to hit the overlay because Pod always starts shooting when I do. But there's a user-created patch, the FAR patch, which you can get the link to the Steam discussion thread. But there's a patch to give you more graphical options, resolution, fixes. A lot of people with PC have had a lot of luck with that. It doesn't play well right out of the box. Pig! Welcome aboard, Pig! How are you doing? Thank you for the follow. I know right where this flower is, no mystery here. It really caught my attention the first time we were here. Kind of stands out. This little light in the corner.
It's a lunar tier. I
Hello,
better tell Emil.
Rango.
Hey there, what's up?
I found a lunar...
I'm on my way.
Sorry to keep you.
As speedy as always, I see.
Oh, that's right.
What happened here, Emil?
I was fighting the aliens. It wasn't going well. So I decided to create multiple versions of myself to help with the fight. But the aliens just kept coming. I lost so many friends that day. It was a long time ago, but still.
Say, Emil, how old are you anyway?
I'm not sure. I didn't need that memory to fight. Thank you for finding this.
Emil, you're
You'll
welcome.
let me know if you find any more, right? I'm gonna stay here for a bit.
Yeah, that FAR patch, don't shoot any of the friendly machines. You can bring up an overlay. You can also bring up a set of controls that allows you to go beyond the game's own settings. Apparently one of the settings that has given a lot of people difficulty, even though they have plenty of hardware, is the global illumination. The default settings have not been so good for a lot of people. It worked all right for me, though. I haven't changed anything. I've installed that patch, but I haven't tweaked anything with it. To the Resistance Camp. Hopefully we can afford a couple chip upgrades, storage upgrades. Slot another couple chips in.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Insane. Insane. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard our starship. For coming to join us. That turn in with Anemone. Looks like we're cleared to set up in the forest. Thank you. I'll let you know if we need anything further. Rubber, torn book. Good luck. Buff. Down attack up +3. I gotta take a look at that one. Gold, some XP. Seriously, you Yora types are something else. Well, not to brag, but we are state-of-the-art units. Not like the A2 or those old mode A. A2? Attack number 2? Attacker number 2? You know her? No, not, I'm sorry. Can I ask one more favor of you? Can you give me any information you have on that old A2 Yora unit? Anything at all? That's funny. We've been trying to find more information ourselves. Why are you asking? I just need to be sure about something. Anemone's past. Malice is triggered. She knows A2? I don't know A2. Willis, I've been keeping well. How about you? Hope you've been keeping well. I'm just so glad to be back playing games again these days. It was a long 6 months of relative downtime. Odd upgrade. We're getting closer. We've got tree seeds and mushrooms. We're still lacking a bit of natural rubber, bunch of pure water, and a special power-up part. So here's the storage we can buy into. +8 for 10, another +8 for 10, then we get more for more. We can't just buy smaller chunks. If we hadn't spent 200 grand, we could have all of that. $50 grand should get us the rest. Oh, that's wonderful, though. We're gonna have so much more room just from that. All right, chip time, chip time, chip time. Plug in chips. Set type A. Customize. A down attack up +3 increases the power of down attacks by 10%. 10%. I don't know. That means if a down attack's doing 500 damage, it adds 50. That's okay. Doesn't sound great. Ranged attack up +3. Projectile attacks by 10%. That sounds a little more useful, because you might apply a lot of damage over time using those projectile attacks. Keep that one in mind. This first shockwave, even though it has a diamond, it's a weak shockwave. If we wanted a better shockwave, we could go with that one. Shockwave +2. Charge attack +3. Resilience. Avoid stagger after hits. Your hit point is 70% or more. I assume you can swap those chips as much as you'd like. Yes, you can swap them out. You don't lose them when you remove them. You just uninstall them. You can have 3 different sets, so you can more quickly switch between if you wanted an offensive, a defensive, something else. Let's do the hit point boost. Max hit point up to 15%. We've had 20% at some greater cost. Offensive heal. 5% of damage dealt comes back as hit points. Be good. Already got a nice deadly heal installed. You know about fusing chips. I haven't fused any. We talked about it a little bit the other day, and I looked at the fuse menu a little bit the other day. I see that I can combine things. I don't fully understand the math behind what combines with what to yield what. Fade range up +3. Yeah, I wanted that. So I might want to experiment with fusing chips at some point, but I don't quite feel ready for that yet. Movement speed, I wouldn't mind a bigger boost. 4% doesn't really do it for me. We already move pretty fast. If we're gonna move much faster, I want it to be much faster. Experience gain from defeated enemies. Drop rate. 10% drop rate. Auto use item. Auto use healing item if hit points drops below 30%. Back to attack. Alright, well that's pretty close. Go with that. So you want to see what's equipped right now? Side system chips, and I removed a couple. Got melee defense, 30%. 2 seconds of invincibility after taking damage. 30% hit points recovered for every enemy defeated. 15% bonus hit points. Evade distance increased by 60%. Ranged attack. Projectile attacks increased by 10%. Shockwave added to our weapon attacks. Seems like a nice spread to me. Game will resume from the nearest access point. Why does it behave so differently when you go to overwrite your save slot and just a quick save, which doesn't give you any such warnings? It's the same save being overwritten. So the chip fusing, which we could look at real quick, but I don't plan on fusing anything right now. We could take 2 weapon attack chips and fuse them. What would be the result? What's it gonna cost? Let's do it to experiment. Let's take weapon attack up. That costs 5. And a weapon attack up that costs 9. Select the plug-in chip to be fused with the... Okay, maybe... Pick the 5, and now it's saying this is the only other one available. Increase the power of weapon-based attacks by 4. Rank 0 becomes a +1. Costs 5 on the original, goes up to 8. Selected chip is currently equipped to a chipset. If you fuse it, it'll be removed from this chipset. Probably in one of those auto-created ones. Great chip for 1,000, yes. So now we have this weapon attack up +1. Alright, so we can rank things up. We can also preserve the diamonds, right? This is what was being explained to me the other day, and it was just kind of going by, but if we took something like which we can't combine right now because we don't have money and we don't have suitable chips, but if we took a chip with a diamond and fused it with another, we can preserve the diamond and rank it up. I think what I'm getting from that. So it would be a good way to take optimized chips, keep them optimized, and make them more powerful. When we were in Attraction Square, I forgot to go running, see what those other markers were, but let's carry on. Let's go to Flooded City Coast, which is where we ended the stream on Monday, and move into this new area. We'll hopefully find our last flower somewhere in there, as well as missile supply mission. Support the missile supply mission. Let's pop our head into our bedroom.
She wants intel on A2, does she? Where should we start?
We could check out the energy reactions generated during battles. The fusion reactors of androids and machine life forms shut down when they're destroyed. And we can detect the energy release during that process. We're the only units doing any combat missions in this area, right? So if we detect any stray energy reactions, it probably means A2 is involved. Yeah, okay. We've got some readings around the abandoned factory. I'll put it on the map.
It's strong words. Forgot the last time you enjoyed the background music so much. Probably PS2 and Super NES eras. Well, there have been some games with brilliant music since then, but I'm glad you're enjoying it so much. I am too. It's a great soundtrack. One of the things I was told going in was I would enjoy the music. And music always makes a game for me. It can make or break a game. Let's speaking of breaks, we're gonna take our first break here. We've been going about 90 minutes. I think we're gonna try and keep to about a 90-minute break schedule. Hopefully going 6 hours today. So we got a long ways to go. Look at that stretch. Oh, that's how I like to stretch too sometimes. So, I could leave you with this music. I know it's nice, but we get to hear a lot of it during the game. I'm going to play something else, put on a couple other songs. It's going to be about an 8.5-minute break. 2-song break. I'm going to go stretch my legs, feed the dogs. I suggest you get up and stretch your legs as well. And I'll meet you back here in a few minutes. Cheers.